What's up guys, welcome back to the Zeusdaz Unemulated Retro Game Channel. I go by the name of Zeus and it is shit game time once again, and this time we're going to have a crack at Power Drift on the Amiga 500. This came back out in 1988 and it's requested by YouTuber Ray C. Thank you very much for your request, mate. I hope you're doing alright and hope you enjoyed this video, and rightfully so. This is a bad game, mate, so I shall do my best to flush this garbage down the vault of shitness. And as you can see from the screen, because it keeps going back and forth, it's a bit hard to read. Let's have a look at the poo grammar, shall we, of this crud. Bear in mind, this came out in 1989, something like that, 1988. Yeah, programmed by ZZK, whatever that was. Now, that was the same person who did Super Hang-On the Amiga, which I thought was a very, very good version. Yeah, I really did enjoy that. It was one of my reasons why I got my Amiga. Graphics by Soul, music by Uncle Art, and it is dreadful. This music is awful. It reminds me of any of you ever played Turbo Outrun on the Amiga? If you have, you know what I'm on about. If you haven't, load it up and listen to that music. It's awful. It just shames the Paula sound chip. It's crap. There's no good beats to it. It's tinny. There's no bass. There's no pumping music. It's just as if he's randomly just put a bit of music together and whacked it on. This is not the same person that did the music for Super Hang-On the Amiga, far from it. What else can we say about this game? Well, I've had a look at a few magazines and, you know, shockingly, some of the magazines praised it. You've got 83% by Amiga Action, reduced to 29% when it was budget released to avoid like the plague. Amiga Format gave it 92%. Amiga Power gave it 69%. Computer and Video Games gave it 83%. The One gave it 78%, and even in the budget re-release, they still gave it 3 out of 5. I don't know what they were on. And one of the reviews says probably the best version Power Drift you could possibly wish for on the Amiga. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, I mean, I know the Amiga is not going to produce an arcade perfect quality version of Power Drift. It's like asking the Amiga 500 to do a perfect version of an arcade perfect version of Outrun or Super Hang-On. Now, Outrun, as we know on Amiga, was beyond shite. That's also on my channel, by the way, Shit Game Times, if you want to check that out. But Super Hang-On, at least, yes, it's not exactly like the arcade, but it was good. I liked it. It improved the frame rate of the Atari ST version, and the music in it was cool, and it has the best skid and tyre screeching and engine noise sound effects I've ever heard in a racing game. I think it's fantastic, but this is utterly garbage. But let's get on with it. Right, so now I've got to choose my driver, and they all look like complete muppets. Let's go for, I don't know, let's pick him. Oh, hang on, I've got to pick my course. So what are we going to do? Let's go for that one, and then I've got to pick my driver, and I think I have to do that with the up button. No? Alright, we'll try again in a minute. I want to pick this 5th guy. I don't know why, but I'm going to. Yes, there we go. And already I can tell it's a mess. It's, oh god, that frame rate is awful. So here we go. Terrible frame rate. That is awful. I mean, that looked like a load of still photographs stitched together just then. That was terrible. There was no sense of speed here. There's none here. Absolute rubbish. The speech is there. They got the arcade speech. The music again is awful. It doesn't get you geared up for the game at all, or the races. It doesn't sound the sort of tune you want in an Amiga game. I mean, you listen, as I said, you listen to Turbo Outrun on Amiga, same thing. Terrible music, or a terrible rendition of the arcade music. And oh, it's a mess. apparently it goes so fast now, it looks as if everything's going back. Oh, that is awful. That is so bad. I don't know what they were thinking of trying. I mean, if this legitimately is the best you can get out of the Amiga, which I do not believe it is, then I'm shocked. I mean, God, that looks so choppy. Yeah, it's just... Now that is an absolute mess. I don't know where I'm going there. It's really confusing. I've checked the arcade... Oh my word. I've checked the arcade version out, and even though that's fast, and it still has the same bridges, it gets a little bit confusing. You get some idea where you've got to go. But this, it's just choppy. It's horrible. And the magazines were praising this back then. How much fucking money did you guys take to print a good review of this? I remember getting this, not buying it back in the day, but I had it during the crack pirate days. And this is why I never bothered to keep it. See, that's a mess. You could not make out at all where you're going. It just looks ugly. It's horrible. Now, if it's going to... Oh, my word, that was terrible frame rate. If you know it's going to be bad, and this is truly the best Amiga you can do, then why even bother doing it? But I believe it could do better. The music is dreadful. I've had to turn that down in my ears. I can't bear listening to that. So I'm third again, or did I? I don't know. No, continue. Yeah. I don't know why.
3, 2, 1,
Off we go again. What are the worst Amiga races out there? Now, Outrun has got to be one of the top, hasn't it? And then you got Turbo Outrun. Again, that was crap. You've definitely got this. Super Hang On is not going in the same category as this, because that is a bloody good version as far as I'm concerned. Good music, pretty good frame rate, excellent sound effects. But the music in this is just garbage, and it's so choppy there. It's like once the paths meet, once there's two bridges like that, I have no idea where oh my word, I had no idea where I went there. What is going on here? What is going on here? This is an absolute mess. Oh. It's all crunchy and choppy and... Yeah. It's like you've got a complete photo album of 200 stills and you've stitched them together, so you miss a lot of frame rate. You know those old books where or drawings, you can make a load of drawings. If you flick through them quickly, they're animated. Same deal here, but even worse actually.
3, 2, 1, go!
So race 3, get out of my way. Horrible. That is horrible. You cannot see where you're going. It's a mess. Look at this. I'm just guessing now. I really honestly can't see what I'm doing. And I've checked the arcade version. And you can see what you're doing somewhat. Look, it's like that bit. That is terrible. Sixth position. I'm going to lose this race, aren't I? Oh my god, I've just crashed somehow and appeared as if nothing's happened. Oh. Goodness me. Oh, it's just rubbish. This is rubbish. Oh my word, I remember getting this back in the day. As I said, I'm glad I didn't buy it. Who have you bought this? Oh. Awful. No. Let's try a different character. Oh my god, you Uncle Art. No wonder you've all got aliases. Terrible. Same menu, same type of menu as Super Hang On, look. sensitivity and all that lot, and the screen coming up in a second is virtually the same as Super Hang-On, not this screen, but the screen showing you the programmers book. It literally is the same, but Super Hang-On is far more superior than this. Right, let's have another go, shall we? So let's pick a different course. I did... Right, let's try that one, then let's try a different driver, shall we? Just gonna keep hitting the fire button 100 times. Right, bit of Amiga loading there. Okay, I wish you wouldn't do that. That doesn't... It's awful! Ugh! Why bother? Just get on with starting the race position. Don't try and impress us by doing exactly what the arcade does, where it spins around like that. That was just dreadful. Look at this, the frame rate. Oh, it's just awful, isn't it? It's just awful. And the pillars, they're not even moving. I don't know if that'll come out, what video you're seeing here, but I'm playing this on original hardware on my CRT television. And at the moment they're moving, they're just big block monoliths. But once you get top end speed, and there's loads of them there, they don't look like they're moving. It's like this, they're not even moving. It's awful. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, it's unplayable garbage. You're just constantly crashing all the time. Unbelievable crap. Oh, just missed out on third position there. Yeah, let's have another go on that one. Oh, don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't even try it. 2 discs this was, and it sported, I believe, a $24.95 price tag. Correct me if I'm wrong. Re-released on a budget title several years later for £7.95, I believe. But there's only one guy, and that was on a re-release on one of the magazines, which I can't remember his name. I've just read it. I think it was a computer video. No, it might have been Amiga Action actually, where the first review said, "Oh, it's great, blah blah." And I had a lot of respect for Amiga Action because I used to love ST Action, glossy pages and good pictures. I used to love it, love that mag. But some of their awards were just questionable. Anyway, the re-release version, a different guy reviewed it, and yeah, it says "Avoid like the plague." So good for him. But it's just a mess. I mean, it's like I'm driving on clouds. I'm not driving on a road. I'm driving on clouds. Here we go. Chop, chop, chop. Now, if any of you justify this as good, again, I'm going to go to the point of saying to you, just slap in Lotus Esprit Challenge, or better still, Lotus 2. And then come back to this and tell me their frame rate is still okay. It's not that bad. Pretty good effort, if you ask me. Well, I'm not asking you, because you obviously don't know what you're thinking if you like this game. It's terrible. Look, this is where it gets messy. I managed to work out that time where I'm going, but when those log bits that make up the road come along, you can't make up where you're going. And you could crash left, right and centre. You still carry on where you are at virtual speed. Look, this is an awful mess. Terrible. Yeah, garbage. Come on, high gear. Again. Looks terrible. Oh, it really is. It's just literally a graphical mess. Now, of course, I'm admitting the Amiga can't do an arcade perfect version. I know that. I'm an Amiga owner. I've owned one since 1988, the very same Amiga I've got now. I know where I have to be realistic and admit, yeah, they did their best, or they didn't do their best. And this could be done so much better. Come on. And the music, I just can't bear this music. It's all, oh my word, that is an absolute mess. I couldn't see anything there. It just, nothing. That makes sense there. It was graphical garbage. It's just guesswork. This is awful. I would not be impressed if I spent 25 quid back in the day and I got this home. Look, that is awful. Please. Come on, that's round it. No, again, crash, crash, crash. Oh, I'm telling you, this goes to you, all of you, both the poo grammars of this game and those that reviewed this game in the magazines back in the day and gave it good ratings. You guys are on the take, there's no doubt about it. Took a backhander, get a few quid for your mag, and you praised the game. I don't know, shall I or shan't I? I mean, is it worth me playing again? We get the idea of this shite. I'm going to go no. Yeah, what can I say? It's just... it's just crap. I tell you what, one more course. On then. B, C, D... Let's go for B. I think I've pretty much done this. I don't know what that driver is. I just randomly picked it. I wasn't even looking. Well, there's some city background there. But again, that does not save it. Oh, the music. Tyres on the car aren't too bad. I mean, the cars are drawn okay, I have to say. That is awful. That, I don't know what happened there. I don't know what that was about. I just don't understand why. That is awful. It looks as if they've just basically copy and paste a load of logs and randomly placed them all over the screen. It just doesn't... They don't make sense being there. That is terrible. That bit is awful. And again, you just carry on from where you was. No matter how many times you crash, you just carry on. There's no sense of speed. Music is bleeding my ears. Awful. Oh, and I actually got second in that, believe it or not. And I crashed about 80 times. Utterly awful. What's this stage? Again with the spinning scenery, which looks fucking dreadful. Right, I'll give this one lap a shot. Again with the... Oh my word, I don't know what happened there. Oh, I managed to stay on the road. But, oh, Jesus wept. Oh, what is going on here? Oh my Lord, look at that. Oh, come on. Oh, Amiga, I'm so sorry. I know, we know. You can do... Oh, that is dreadful. You can do so much better than this. That is... that was terrible. I don't know what... I don't know where I'm going here. Bloody hell. Was that a red light? Oh, my word. I don't know how I'm started in that time. I would not be laughing now, I'll be honest with you, if I bought this back in the day. I would not be amused. I would just go back to the shop and either say, you can take this shite back, or just simply say, hi, I was unfortunate enough to be bought it for my birthday, so this is a duplicate. Can I change it for something else? It's just, I can't. It's, screw this. Screw this, Ray. This is terrible. I'm not going to insult my Amiga anymore. Awful. No, I fucking well don't. No, I don't. I'll have Lotus too, thank you very much, to get that taste out of my mouth. Ugh. No, I was going to put shit, but I can't be bothered to even give you that time. It's dreadful. 1989. Oh my word. And when did Lotus 2 come out? It was around 90, wasn't it? 91. It was not. I think it was 91. Lotus 1 came out about 90, if I remember right. Anyway, look at the difference. You think it was a different machine when you compare those two. Awful music, same as Turbo Outrun. Terrible. Graphically, again, it's like it's using the Turbo Outrun engine. Or Turbo Outrun has used Power Drift's engine. If you play both those games on Amiga, they're just as choppy. You know, there's times where it looks as if it's just still. It's not even moving. There's no sense of speed. Frame rate is abysmal. The music, oh my word, if you want your earwax cleaned out your ears, then this will do it. No, it's laughable. I don't give a shit if it's 1989, 2 discs, and yeah, I know it's not going to be like the arcade. I know this. Most of us had the brain cells to know it's not going to be the arcade. That was a beautiful thing about growing up with games in the late 80s. You know that, you know, during the week you'd have your home conversion, which you know is not going to be anywhere as good as the arcade. And at the weekend you can go down your local arcade if you live near one and play the granddaddy version of it. That was the beauty. That was part of the fun times. And then going back home and playing your little 8 or 16-bit version of your favourite. No, and it's not going to be as good, but you still loved it for some reason. But this is just, there's no excuse. Stand up right now, the poo grammars of this game, and take a bow. Congratulations, you have made an edition of Shit Game Time, and rightfully so. I don't know, programmed by ZZKJ. I don't know what happened, mate, but you did a pretty good job on Super Hang-On. So what the hell happened here, I do not know. And the music is just bloody awful. Uncle Art, yeah, no wonder it's an alias. Terrible. I don't think I can see anything on musician. Ah, yes, we do. Of course it's you, David Lowe. There we go. Right, coded by Zara Joans. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but ZZKJ. And I will say you did a great job of Super Hang-On. Graphics, Saul Marches, something like that. Musician, David Lowe, Uncle R. I'm sorry guys, but this, you have got to take the flak. It's crap because it's not a PD game. You didn't give it out free on a magazine. You expected people to shell out between 20 and 25 pound back in the day in 1989, which is a fucking lot of money. It really is. It's crap. It's garbage. You could have done a better job on it. Not obviously arcade perfect, we know that, but you could have done a better job on this. It's crap. And for all of you that actually were either stupid enough, I'm sorry to say, well, I can't say stupid enough because the magazines were praising it. So if you went on what the magazines were saying, then I do feel sorry for you. So all of you that stood up, all of you that back in the day actually bought this game for full price or even budget price, I want you to all stand up now, just be quiet, and you poo grammars, apologise to them right now. You should reimburse them of their money. It was lucky there wasn't any courts back in the day, because if Judge Zeus was around back then, you would have had your fucking bacon sizzled. I tell you, I would have had you sent back and redo this game completely from scratch, or you completely give refunds out, or even still, if you kept coughing up games like this, I'll make you bankrupt. Awful, 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 awful. Shit rating time. What are we going to give this? As I said, choppy animation. Music is awful. Doesn't get you geared up for the game at all. 1989 as well. It's just 2 discs. It's a £25 price tag, pretty much. No, I'm sorry. It's crap. Now, I know the arcade was a powerful machine. Sega did some great races back then, we know, very fast, so I'm not going to take that away. I understand. There's no way you're going to emulate that on Amiga 500. So that's in your favour, I'll give you that. But this could have been so much better. Lotus 2 is the game that the Amiga is modelled on for racing games. You load that up, that's what you can do. It's phenomenal what they did in Lotus 2. Absolutely phenomenal, and this wouldn't even hold Lotus 2's jockstrap. It's terrible. So yes, taking all that into account, it is basically just a load of long dangly bogey material that comes out your nose when you blow it. It's rubbish. I think I'd probably get more fun by standing outside in the rain, playing the banjo and getting struck by lightning. I think that'll be more satisfaction feeling for me rather than playing this. So I'm going to give this a great big 86 shits on the shitometer. So the only thing that's saving you guys is because yes, it's an arcade machine, powerful machine, it couldn't possibly emulate it, but it could have been doing so much better. That music, oh good god, that music's horrible. It reminds me of Turbo Hour and Amiga music, it's just fucking awful. So there you go, Ray. I hope you're satisfied now. I hope I've cured your pain. I've certainly got it loaded on me, but fair enough, that's my job, isn't it? Especially when you pay me to do it. Power Drift on Amiga 500, never want to see it again, to the point I'm going to do this and have a much more better screen to ease down the anger and just make me feel a lot more nostalgically happy, because we do when we see that icon. It's fantastic. Oh dear. Anyway, right, thank you very much again everyone for tuning in for this edition of Shit Game Time. And if you would like to have a game placed on the Shit Game Time and flushed into the vault of shitness, you should know what to do by now. There'll be a video popping up any moment, or in the first minute of this video it comes up at the top right of the screen, little banner. You just click that, you follow the instructions, name your game, but listen carefully because there's only certain formats I can do. Atari 800, Atari 8-bit I can do now as well, so that's also added to the list. So as far as I know, that's, if I can remember right, that's the Amiga 500, but you have to wait a little bit for that because I have to send away the discs. You've got the Spectrum, the Commodore 64, the Amstrad, the SNES, the Mega Drive, the Master System, and the Atari 8-bit. And of course, if there are some shit games on the arcade that you want, I can do that too, but that will have to be on MAME. That will be emulated. That's it for me. The God is leaving the city of Plop, and the poo grammars and the shite game of Power Drift is now in the vault of shitness, and bloody good job too. Until next time, tune in next Friday for another Shit Game Time. Zeus, out.